I like that other one better. I know. I know people don't know. We got a call since I started the new channel. Appreciate you. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. I know once I post a live stream, people are gonna watch the live stream. I'm straight, full screen, live stream. But I never been traveling channel. I really need to get interested.
P&F is back. But the good thing about it is starting over a new leaf. I got 80 subscribers. I'm not starting off with 0 subscribers. And I'm not just searching and researching. I know what I'm doing. So this is a brand new day for me and my hobby and interest in media and info, as well as getting that bread in my public life. Getting that bread on the North American Travel Research Guide channel. So this is a good video for me because I know nobody's in the chat. It's all me. And I'm going to pour it all out the best way I can, being an information guide, information savant, / prophet in my own right, / savior of these times. I get to be myself on this channel without all of the haters. Because I garnered a lot of haters in the old days. So we can go over some of these videos because this is on another algorithm. I suspect a lot of people don't know about P&F because I started this channel years ago, this P&F channel, and it got 80 subscribers, and it's pretty much the same, just like a backup channel. So I still think it's going to take off. I have to go to this channel because they're flagging my videos. So now I got to have multiple channels. And I thought about it. I was like, should I give up? Should I give up? And I decided not to give up. I'm still going to put time into, exposing these people. So let's start from step one with the names that I got in the topic, in the title, and the question of who is Moorish American and who's not. We want to handle that in this video. Well, I feel safe to talk about that. So if you want to talk about that, you can join the next live next week dealing with the Moorish and the Indians and all of that. We're gonna do the debating on this channel. So let me just start out. I'm gonna play 3 videos. We're gonna play 3 videos. So it's gonna be a long one. So we're gonna do 30 minutes of that. You can go get your drink and your popcorn, whatever you do. Do it, don't do. And I'm gonna play these videos in succession. We're gonna break them all down. Go back to the see. I'm giving you an information banger on the first go round. I'm giving you a banger. You know what y'all love. Shout out to everybody who thumbing up the video. That's 5 people. That makes me feel good. 5 people. So let's just play this right quick so the world could know. The world could know what's going on in America and how we also view people in America and how we identify ourselves.
Because democracy basically means government by the people, of the people, for the people. But the people are retarded.
Okay, so we agree. Let's get that understood that this is how we thinking over here. Shout out to Cynthia Simons. Peace to you. Appreciate you dropping in. It means a lot. You the first commenter on P&F New Channel. Bam. And you've been rocking with me for the longest. So you get the bypass membership. You are officially going to be a moderator. Because I don't want nobody blocking yo. I don't want nobody blocking yo. Hold on. Am I even on the right channel? Hold on. I don't want nobody blocking your comments. You the first moderator. You got that. You can always come back because I rock with you. But I'm exposing everybody, but they flagging my channel, and YouTube is believing the nonsense because I don't lie on this channel and I don't slander people. Okay, let's go see. Let me go and show her love. The first moderator, she came through. I will always remember you, Cynthia. So let's rock with the info. Bam. Let's go straight with what we want to expose. We got Lex Will, so we're gonna play Lex Will's video about the Moabites. We're gonna get into his mind. Then we're gonna play the Tariq Nasheed interview. Okay, let's see if the video's still out. Let's go get it. Creating the more. Okay, let's go in here.
All right. Shalom, 3 and 2 and 1. I hope you're doing okay. I was on a phone conversation, and Vincent texted me this, and it says converts. I mean, you can see it. Converts thought by Mohammedans, Mohammedans, and so I saw on the outside his search topic was Noble Drew Ali and the Negro, and then I went and I started looking for it, and then I found it pretty soon. Once I hit this one, what's that one? Wasn't it? Yeah, it's like this one. So this one starts to link to these other articles, and it says right here, Dr. Abdul Hamid of Egypt, guest of Harlan Masons. And I was like, what? So we're going to pull this up, and here to tell you right here, Abdul Hamid of Kaharatum, Egypt, is a 96-degree Mason. So let's see let's start with what was sent to me, okay? So let's just read this, and let's read between the lines, because this is all we have right now, right? All we know is that one day, Dr. Abdul Hamid Suleiman, a native of Arabia, okay? So one day, there's this Arab, okay? And he lived at the address of 143 West 130th Street in Manhattan. So he's from Arabia, and he moved to America. And he lived in America for some time because they're writing a story about him. And he was the high priest of Mecca. Now, isn't that crazy? Isn't that like the greatest achievement you could have? He was now Dr. Abdul Hamid Suleiman was a high priest of his native country of Arabia, and he was the shit at Mecca. Now one day he moved, okay, and he was in America. And he was at 143 West 130th Street in Manhattan, New York, New York. Right? So he's high priest in Mecca for many years, has inaugurated a movement for spreading Mohammedan among the Negroes of the United States. So wait a second. I thought one day Noble Drew Ali came to you to reconnect you, plug you back into what you were plugged in before. Now I'm reading a fucking article that somebody in fucking Arabia was like, well, you know what? We should strengthen our forces and use this Negro of the United States. And this is how we have melanated people or black people calling themselves Moors. Get them out of here. Are you serious? Yeah, should I get the word outlandish? Oh.
Let's start right there. I really want to replay what he's saying. I really do want to replay it. But since I'm intelligent enough to comprehend, he said nothing. So he goes into an article about a group of people in America that was unlawfully described as Negro, which means a dark or black. Negro also means dead, something without light. No man is a Negro. So they're treating these people like specimens, as if they are not worthy of a nationality and having their own government. The Negroes, what is the Negroes? It's not explaining anything. So converts sought by Mohammedans. Who is a Mohammedan? What is a Mohammedan? It has to be explained crystal clear. You cannot tell me a Mohammedan is just a group of people that we don't have no information in on. We have to know what they practice, what have they done, what do they do, what are they connected to. So, and he's an old trickster. He doesn't have the pizzazz that he used to have, so he can't really convince you like he used to. But it's the same old trick: scare you with some long words, Mohammedans and Muslim and Drew Ali and Sudan, and you supposed to get afraid of having international ties. So this is how you know this guy's an agent, because he's still trying to spook you into, because somebody knows somebody from another country, they're up to something. This is old Negro spookism 101. Like this would be like this in the background. So I'm gonna break this down easy. This is gonna be a very long video. This is my breakthrough video of really analyzing these people, where they fail to see themselves. We see them so clearly and plainly. Okay, let's do it like this. What is a Mohammedan? What is he trying to interpret by saying he thought Noble Drew Ali connected you to something that was great? Now all of a sudden, I see some Mohammedans trying to recruit the Negroes of America, because we know that's disrespectful by itself. We know nobody is a Negro. So this guy really just said nothing. And we're gonna replay it because I'm gonna prove it. I'm gonna prove he said nothing.
Dans, Mohammedans. And so I saw on the outside his search topic was Noble Drew Ali and the Negro. And then I went and I started looking for it. And then, I found it pretty soon. Once I hit this one, what's that one? Wasn't it? Yeah, it's like this one. So this one starts to link to these other articles. And it says right here, Dr. Abdul Hamid of Egypt, guest of Harlan Masons. I was like, what?
So like I said, this is spookism. He wants you to be afraid because Noble Drew Ali knows Hamid of Egypt and Masons, which means builders, the people who was doing the blueprint. What is the blueprint? The master research comes from the Solomon, right? And all of those civilizations who had the master blueprint to build a sturdy foundation. So some people who build stuff and have whatever their religion is supposed to be scaring me. What type of research community is this? What are we doing? So he reading about these people 100 years ago and who they knew across the countries and other countries, and he's trying to scare us. Is the basis of his review of what this article is about.
So we're gonna pull this up, and here to tell you right here, Abdul Hamid of Khartoum, Egypt, is a 96-degree Mason. So let's see let's start with what was sent to me. Okay, so let's just read this, and let's read between the lines, because this is all we have right now, right? All we know is that one day, Dr. Abdul Hamid Suleiman, a native of Arabia. Okay, so one day there's this Arab. Okay, and he lived at the address of 143 West 130th Street in Manhattan. So he's from Arabia and he moved to America. And he lived in America for some time because they're writing a story about him. And he was the high priest of Mecca. Now, isn't that crazy? Isn't that like the greatest achievement you could have? He was now Dr. Abdul Hamid Suleiman was a high priest of his native country of Arabia, and he was the shit at Mecca. Now one day he moved, okay, and he was in America. And he was at 143 West 130th Street in Manhattan, New York, New York. Right? So he's the high priest in Mecca for many years, has inaugurated a movement for spreading Mohammedan among the Negroes of the United States. So wait a second. I thought one day Noble Drew Ali came to you to reconnect you, plug you back into what you were plugged in before. Now I'm reading a fucking article that somebody in fucking Arabia was like, well, you know what? We should strengthen our forces and use this Negro of the United States.
Okay, let's stop because I told you this analysis is going to be used in all of the debates in the future because I'm coming at these people intelligence. So he read all of that for what? Only to tell us some so-called Arabs or the head of Mecca, whatever that is. We have to, in the conscious community, we must know what Mecca is, their faculty administration, how do they run things, the culture, the language. We must know those things on this channel. That's what makes us supreme elite. And you must talk at my pace and be able to understand and absorb information at my pace. You must be able to do that. So if I got 4 or 5 students, that's grateful. If I got 100 students, that's grateful. And that's what I was able to achieve on the old channel. Now, right now today, we're not letting these dudes get away with none of this because he said nothing. Right? He proved some people recruited Negroes. What is Negroes? A ignorant person. So everybody wasn't ignorant back then. Everybody wasn't just running around there calling themselves no Negro. So they recruited them out of love to get them to live up and learn some principles on how to read, just like the military recruits you, just like a church recruits you, just like sports recruit you, and then will form you and help you do better, have applied, but that's nothing to be spooky about. It's nothing to be running around here. Oh, I thought Noble Drew Ali connected you to something. Turns out some Arabs just wanted to use niggas. Noble Drew Ali is the first man to tell us in our deep sleep at the time of, following a European that we're not Negro, blacks, and colors. Don't worry about the Mohammedan spirituality, even though I can explain that. I can break that Mohammedan spirituality down, whatever that means. I'll try to comprehend it for him. But most important, Noble Drew Ali is the first man to tell you that you are not a Negro, black, and color. You're not an African American. That's where we got it from. He spit it, and it's a big cover up. So I understand the sensitivity of this topic. Even people like Rizza Islam won't touch on it. Why is Rizza Islam so intelligent, saying all those words all eloquently and fast, never stuttering, but he won't touch on nationality? Why he won't touch on nationality? Because it's all a script. Every last one of those dudes is a script. Everything is a script to keep you from not knowing that you have to name your own stuff and protect your own stuff. You can't follow nobody else. The moment you follow somebody else, they got jurisdiction over you. That's what this is all about. We preserve all rights and we document it. We're docking it, so that means we're the first to do it. It's ours. And we nationalize, that means together in one little thing. Sort of like a union. The nationality is more like a familyhood and marriages. and bonds of affection. So I think I did my thing on this video. Like I said, I'm gonna give y'all more. So I'm not gonna overemphasize on Lex Will. I just wanna do as I intended to break him down analytically, psychoanalytically, purposely causing confusion and or just mentally ill. I hope you appreciate that presentation. Let's move on to the next. Dan Calloway, because I do really good. I've done really good besides some of the cussing and young stuff. Besides all that, I dropped the information, but I shared all of that so I can be a full-time supplier of information. So let's go to his community. And I don't need to go on Dan Calloway channel or go on anybody else website to see this information right here getting exposed by the general public now. So back in the day, I would hate on this, and go on these Europeans channel and cuss them out. Now I'm just gonna use their content like they use our content to break down stories. So Dan Calloway is getting exposed by the whole community. He's getting outed. I don't know why. Somewhere in Houston, Texas, living good, selling health products. They balling out there, man. They balling. $500,000 home on the market, exposed by the American Indian Defense League. Wow. So they don't feel like Dan Calloway is an Indian. He's not an Indian. And if you know P&F channel, P&F got years of research exposing Dan Calloway. Now the Europeans is exposing all 9 MST Moorish Americans. If you were more, you got national this, supreme this, all that what you is, more than likely, or you giving out false financial information, this European channel was put you up in. He tried to battle P&F, but P&F reigned supreme. But the goofies that he's exposing, it's like I'm looking stupid because it's like this ain't got nothing to do with us. These is goofies he's exposing, going in the trash. Every last one of these goofies. And it's like you can't rebut it. So that would make me be a liar if I sat up here and then look at this shit like, yo, all these niggas is goofies except for the USAI. So he put the USAR up here, President Cannon Bay, and all the other representatives of the Republic. He don't put them up here because he know what it is. Niggas out here can rep their own republic, rep the American way, recognize your rights, enforce them, live like men, like we always did. See, they spooking you because if you think about it, back in the day, we was in our neighborhoods when nobody overrunning us with no drug war and no police. So we always live sovereign in our own right. We're Americans. We're not sovereign citizens because citizens is banks. That's money. That ain't got nothing to do with your everyday life on the side. So they cannot talk you into being over you or being, judging over you. We already know what nationalism is. We're not going to be tricked by that anymore. And Dan Calloway is done. We know the Indian movement was to get the information out that, you are indigenous, but he exploited it, him and Sister Bethany and other government agents. They exploited the movement, milked it. Now it's a wrap. And I don't really have to bust Dan Calloway head. I think we know that Dan Calloway was out for the money for the get-go. Yeah, they can't mess with me though. They can't mess with me. So Dan Calloway, besides getting sued, selling his house, living in Houston, I think Texas, one of them. He living in Houston from New York, scammed the whole community, slowed the whole community down with that Indian stuff. And ain't got no proof, was a cold liar, plagiarist. Career is done in the conscious community, no clout, can't help nobody, so he's on the run, spending the money. Y'all fell for it. Now I got to start all over because he sabotaged my career with that Indian nonsense. And the second coming of the Messiah, because remember, the Messiah comes after the Mahdi, after the great Moriah, the great return of the truth. Y'all fell for the fool's gold, like y'all fell for the Marcus Garvey. When you comparing me to Dane Calloway, it's Marcus Garvey to Drew Ali. Somebody who rocking with the truth versus somebody in their feelings. So Dan Calloway fell. I don't have to put his info up here. Everybody know, even the Europeans and other channels is exposing him. So let's go straight to Taj Tarik so we can straighten that out on my stance so people won't think that I'm a information bully in that sense. Tarik, hey. But we're gonna go over that. Now, all these Moorish ventures not attached to any particular temple or any supreme grand advisor, elder advisors, they're using the Moorish American name. It's sort of like a G thing. We might as well come out and say it and keep it a real. It's our culture, keep it a buck. It's a G thing in the sense of who is the name, who is the really body politic of Moorish America. That means who using the name for the best and the greatness and the faith of the community. So, the faith of the community is with the best of the best, and they dropping the ball. A lot of brothers dropped the ball, and they want to flag the channel, but I broke it down. Taj Tarik Bey was the general. He was he's the consular. That means he's the number one, the signature holder. And he put Rise of the Moors to go around here talking about he's from Morocco. And, he got root words out here drunk thinking he's a Moorish American when it don't work like that. It's a spiritual thing, how you activate your divine within, and it'll carry out the rest. It's going to form itself naturally. And they perverted the game, trained it their way, and their way didn't work. Now, Taj want to walk out the back door because every time we bust these dudes and prove it's a scammo, it's Taj ain't say do nothing. He said don't follow him. So what is he talking about all these years if it don't work? Answer me that question. This whole video, it's not even going to be an hour probably. If Taj is doing all this talking year after year after year, and every time somebody getting banned and saying some old nonsense because of him, he ain't telling them to say that. But what is he saying that's really working? Nothing. Nothing works besides that you work in the city. That's it. And you got to register yourself in the city, in the public eye. In your privacy, on your rural land, on your grandparents' land, you got all the privacy you want. You can name yourself what you want. In the city, it's a little bit different. So I broke it all down that swift. The video is going to be in the community for y'all to watch because I'm not posting from the North American Travel Channel. You can still get a glimpse of what you're missing, by joining the P&F Live Debate and Research channel. So basically, I'm putting all emphasis on this channel and all the old videos, breaking this type of stuff down. Who will ask Taj Tarik Bey the critical questions on the money, on what's going on with using the Moorish name and not breaking bread. Right? Because the U.S. government get bread and they get everybody food stamps. The U.S. government give everybody Social Security. The banks give you loans. The military give you protection. The Moorish supreme leaders ain't giving us nothing. The Moors out here, heavy duty Moors, is not giving us nothing. Running around here talking all that crap on YouTube, you have to give us protection or we don't want to hear your mouth. The children don't want to hear your mouth. Men talk too much. Don't do that. Running around here jumping around, rapping and snapping and sticking your chest out in your older ages. Look, it's stupid. The children don't want to see none of that. You got to protect, and that is security. Y'all ain't doing that because you're using the name, fighting over the name, and you ain't doing nothing with it. So it's a wrap for you, cats. 2022. I don't want to hear nothing from you. The supreme officiating is coming out the great Mecca, so-called Windy City, right? The supreme direction is coming from up out of there, pointed towards the south, Moreland, in the Moreland area of Georgia, Chattahoochee. We directing the light from the north or the south. I am the supreme editor commander of this channel. Like, share, and subscribe. And you must subscribe to this channel if you appreciate the P&F video. Because I'm taking one for the team. I really don't have to do this. I really don't have to expose these dudes in the fashion that they need to be exposed. I really don't have to do the research and the reading to see what they're getting by us, like Mohammedism. Let's look up Muhammad. Let's say Muhammad means most praiseworthy. Okay, Muhammad. Hold on one second.